Guys, so I'm really excited for today's video because I don't know if you noticed, but I skipped April favorites, and I did that because in April I was testing so many new things that I didn't want to recommend anything or say it was a favorite that quickly because I was just testing so many new foundations, new eyeshadow palettes, new primers. Like, I wasn't sticking with any one thing, and so I definitely wanted more time to just make sure that these things that I thought were going to be favorites in fact were, and it did work out that most of them are. Okay, so let's get the fail out of the way quickly. This is from Bath & Body Works. This is the C.O. Bigelow Lemon Citron Lip Cream. Now, I've always heard that these are amazing. That's why I picked one up in the first place, and I really liked it initially until what started happening was it's completely like separated. Can you see it even bubbling now? Like, now all the liquid comes out. See that? I don't know if you can see that. Like, liquid just comes out and it's separated from the actual like moisturizer. So it's really kind of weirded me out. Even shaking it beforehand does not like combine them. So all you can really do to get this to work now is squeeze it until it stops doing that, until it starts giving you actual like lip moisturizer. So that is a huge fail. I will not be buying these again, even though I'm really disappointed because I really loved the way this smelled and tasted. Like, it was so pleasant. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Okay, so I recently got these lashes. These are from Flutter Lashes, and these are the Slayla lashes. I've worn them a couple times. Okay, I'm not ready to say these are a favorite like everyday lash or anything like that, but I am including them because, whoa, one just fell, because they are beautiful. And if you are looking for a really dramatic lash, then these ones are fantastic. They are so comfortable, the band is really nice, and they are super dramatic. I wore them in at least one video recently, maybe two, but like, they really give you oomph for your lashes. So I really love them. The other thing that makes these awesome is just the price. Like, straight up, these are $10, $9.95 US, and it's free shipping, even international to Canada. So I was like really impressed. They got here really quickly. I would definitely be interested in buying more Flutter lashes because these really impressed me. So one thing from my bought it, forgot it for this month has made it into my favorites. So a little bit of a spoiler, but I just wanted to include this. This is the NARS Translucent Crystal. It's a loose powder, as you can see. I have literally been using this all month long for my entire face. So I am using it to bake my under eye, and then I'm just dusting it all over the rest of my face, and it's just so good. Like, I'm not getting any creasing. It's really good for mattifying. I mean, it's not gonna do it all day for somebody as oily as me, so I do need to blot and like repowder halfway through the day, but I just really like this. It melts into my skin nicely. It doesn't like sit on top. There's no chalkiness, there's no cakiness. It's just a really awesome loose powder, so I'm really glad that I started using it again. And it does say it's light reflecting. I don't know, like, I don't see any sparkliness or anything like that. I don't notice a huge difference, but all I know is that I've really liked the way my under eyes have been looking since I've been baking with this. Like, I have not seen any creasing really at all, except for maybe one or two different concealers that are very creasy, but in general, like, it's done a really, really great job. I loved this the first time I used it, and I've been continuing to use it. It's just a really awesome face product. This is the Guerlain Lingerie Depot BB Cream, and it does have SPF 30, which to me, like right now, that is like my favorite thing about this. But also, it's just, it really adjusts well to the color of my skin. Like, I don't know how it works on different skin colors. I honestly don't even understand BB creams and how they do that, how they adjust to your own skin and how it works from one person to another. But all I know is that when I first apply this, it like really looks ghostly, but then by the time I'm done my makeup, my skin looks perfect. Like, it just looks natural and beautiful, and I really love this. I love that it has a pump. It's easy to apply. It feels lightweight on your skin. It just feels really, really nice. Obviously a high-end product, but I do think, like, for the price tag, it really lives up to its price tag. So, you know, a lot of things don't, so this one does. I've talked about this in a few different videos recently, so I'm not gonna like spend too much time, but this Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipstick in the shade Sorbet, I just love this color. First of all, I love the scent on these. They have this real lemony scent. And I love the texture because it's not too creamy, but it's not matte, matte, matte either. So it's right in the middle. It's really good at staying in place, but still keeping your lips moisturized. And I love this color. This color right now is my jam. I love it. It's so like leaning towards Barbie pink, but not to the point where people look at you like, what is she wearing? Like, it's just pretty. So I really love this lipstick. Another lipstick I've been loving, I'm like reaching over here, like gonna disappear from in the frame. Okay, another lipstick I've been loving this month is from MAC. It's just a Sweetie. This is a classic. Here's why I love this. And I don't even know, did I put this in another favorites? I'm not sure, but I love this because it's just such a great everyday lipstick, especially just to throw in your purse so you can have like on the go where you, like even if you don't even have a mirror, it's pretty safe. It's just nice and slightly sheer. It has a little bit of glitter in it, but nothing to the point where it's uncomfortable on your lips or it doesn't even like look like there's glitter on your lips. It's just a little bit light reflecting. It is a luster, super comfortable. It's not the most long wearing thing in the world, but it's a real like liven up your face kind of thing when you're not wearing too much makeup. Really like that one. And one other lipstick I've been loving this month is, this is a Quo lipstick. These can only be found in Canada, but I know a lot of my subscribers are Canadian, so definitely want to talk about this. First of all, the packaging is to die for on these. It's magnetic, for one thing. Love. Look at this gorgeous, like, what is that called? Is it called houndstooth? I don't know, but the pink and silver, and then like literally look at the bullet on it. It's got the same thing going on there. It's just so cool. So besides that, the product itself is actually really great. I love this shade. It's just a beautiful matte peach. You know, it's pretty peach. Maybe slightly leaning pink, but it's pretty peach. But it's super creamy, again, like very similar to the Bite in that it's gonna stay in place, but it's also like moisturizing. You don't need to worry about it sliding all over your face, but it's just gorgeous. Like, I love peach lipsticks. It has to be the right one though, and I love this one. So let's talk about a couple blushes. I know I've talked about this one already, so again, I won't spend too much time here, but I had to include it because like literally, I've been using probably only like 3 blushes all month long. That's how much I've been loving this. This is the Peach Pop by Clinique. I got this from the VIB sale. I adore it. It is gorgeous. It's just a beautiful peachy pink color. It has a little bit of sheen in it. I just love these. These are so nicely pigmented where you can put it on your face, but you don't have to worry about going overboard, but it can definitely be built up. And the shade selection is gorgeous. I just love this. I think this would work on so many different skin tones. And of course the packaging is so cute, like the little daisy. This is the second, what are they called? Cheek Pop. This is the second Cheek Pop I have, and now like I love my first one, the Berry Pop one. I love this one. To me, like these just work so well. I want more. I need to like go have a swatch fest in Sephora or at a Clinique counter and decide which ones I want, because they have not let me down. So this is from my recent drugstore haul that you will be seeing an update on soon, but I had to include this because this has really impressed me. So this is from Joe Fresh, which again, Canadian brand. I have heard from some American subscribers that you have seen these in different places. Somebody said they even saw them on Hotlook. Hotlook? Hotlook. Yeah, it's Hotlook. Okay, they've even seen them on Hotlook. So this is just the blush in pink. Very simple. It's just called blush. It's just called pink. But here's why I like this so much. First of all, it's a beautiful color. Like, it's just a nice, beautiful pink. But when I use this, especially the first time I used it, I noticed how long lasting it was. It lasted all day long without touching up. You know, a lot of blushes are pretty long lasting, but I still will want to touch them up kind of halfway through the day just to get a little bit more of that glow back, that pigment back that was there originally. This one lasted all day long and I was so impressed with it, and it's a beautiful color too. So I literally just got done recording my video about this, the Becca Jaclyn Hill collaboration with the new highlighters. So I will link that below. And that's what that looks like. But that is not my favorite. I literally just got this last night. I wanted to mention it because Becca's highlighters are just amazing. They are just amazing. I've never been let down by a Becca highlighter, and I had already decided I was putting this in my favorites because I have been using this nonstop. Now, if you remember, I did buy the new Urban Decay Sin highlighter and it broke. I dropped it. Very sad because that one's beautiful. But I decided to bust this one out, the Becca Moonstone. This is Moonstone. Because I obviously I can't swatch them next to each other now, but because I thought this was very similar to how much I was loving that Sin highlight. Now I'm not wearing it right now. I'm wearing the new Prosecco Pop from the new the new face palette. But I have worn this so much this last month and a half. I've been loving it. It's just such a beautiful highlight. I mean, these Becca highlights have been well known for years to be amazing. And they just, like, look, they just glow so beautifully. They just have such a nice sheen without being glittery. They really pop on your cheeks. Like, these are not natural highlights. These are ba-bam highlights. And so I really have been loving this. Just a couple little skincare things here. Now these are both sample size, but that's okay because I know they work amazing. So this is the Estee Edit Dissolve the Drama 2-in-1 Makeup Remover Cleanser. Now when I first got this, obviously this is a tiny one. This was a Point Perk. When I first got this, I was very skeptical because I thought it was a regular eye makeup remover. But it's not. This is an oil. This is a cleansing oil. And if you like cleansing oils, you will love this. If you've never tried a cleansing oil, you will probably love this because I'm not huge into cleansing oils. What I like to do is use in my micellar water and then just wash my face. But what I've been doing with this is I've been using the micellar water to take off my eye makeup first because I just want to make sure everything is gone off there completely. Then I'll take a little bit of this, I'll pour it directly onto my hands, rub my fingers together, and then just wipe it all over my face. You don't need to use a lot. It feels really nice, like it feels very moisturizing because it is an oil. And so I'll do that. I'll add a little bit of water on my hands and then rub it in some more, which turns it kind of milky, which sounds weird, but actually feels great. And it helps to kind of just get all that makeup off. And then I will rinse it and then I'll still like go in with a face cleanser after that just to get everything off. I'm very crazy when it comes to my skincare. Like I have multiple steps, but it works for me. My other favorite skincare thing, I have loved this since the moment I started using it. So this is the Clinique Smart Custom Repair Serum. Now this obviously was like a gift with purchase or something. It started out full. I can tell it's down to here now. I've been using this for at least a full month. It might have been a little bit longer. A little goes a long way with this. I was actually surprised when I looked into like the price of a full size, how expensive this is, which made this, I looked into this, actually this little tiny thing is worth about $25, which I was shocked. But anyway, it is quite expensive. Here's why I'm gonna recommend it. I have pretty good skin. Okay, I don't have a lot of skin issues except for just general oiliness. And I know I'm really lucky, but even though I have good skin, I still saw a difference the first time I used this in how soft my skin was. So I just used this at night, put a moisturizer on top. The next day, my skin was so soft. I saw a difference immediately. So, you know, I guess it's always going to depend on your own skin needs, what you're looking for. But for me, this was amazing. So this Peter Thomas Roth 24 karat gold pure luxury lift and firm prism cream, which is a mouthful, is a favorite. It is a liquid. You can see, you can blend it out. You can use this two ways. You can use it as a primer all over your face. And it's not as crazy as it sounds because it really does give you kind of a backlit appearance where your skin is glowing from within, but it's not like you're a disco ball. But once you put on foundation, concealer, everything else, it just makes your skin kind of glow from within and it looks beautiful. It feels really good too. The other way you can use this is you can just tap it on in certain areas, wherever you want to highlight. I don't really like to use it that way. I don't find that it does all that much. Because you can see it's reflective, but there's not really any pigment to it. So by putting it just in one spot or another, you're gonna get that reflectivity, but there's no color there. So it's not as like intense as like putting a powder highlight on or something like that. Just a couple more things. I have two brushes that I've really been enjoying a lot this month. I've been testing out a lot of bronzers. I want to bring you guys like a best of the drugstore bronzer video. So I've been using this pretty much every single day. This is the Morphe M527 brush. I use this only for bronzer. I don't know what else you could use it for. I suppose powder, not really blush. It's a little bit too big for that. It's nice and soft. I really love how big it is. It's absolutely perfect for bronzing. It just fits perfectly. I like how it's a little bit pinched here, so it's not fully round. Like, it's just gonna target exactly where you want your bronzer to go. And I really like how this applies. Bronzer, totally. And then my other favorite brush this month is the e.l.f. stipple brush. I know a lot of people love this brush. It's a great brush. A lot of people use it just for applying cream blushes. I don't really use cream blushes at all. What I like to do with this is apply my blush with like a regular blush brush. That is always the hardest thing to say. Blush brush. So I'll go in like just like normal, and then I'll take this and just blend it. And this is really good for just blending it out, because you know with blushes, sometimes you can get a little too crazy and you went a little too far. This is really good for just making things look natural and blended. I really love this. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is like a $2 or $3 brush. So super affordable. Too Faced chocolate bonbons. I've said it before, I'm not a fan of the chocolate bar. I just don't like it. I've never been able to get it to work for me. I always get muddied looks with it. I don't know if it's me. Other people seem to love it, but I heard that the formula changed and I love this. So I am totally on board with this one. It smells so good. It's just got a really beautiful mix of mattes and shimmers. Everything is so nicely pigmented. Everything blends so well. I can get such nice looks with this. I really, really love this. There's still a couple colors I have not tried. Like, I haven't really dipped into this teal one. I did use this pink one. I did a really pink eye look with it, and it's nice. It's a little intense probably for a lot of people, but if you just covered up your finger right here, it's a pretty neutral palette, you know? So if you're looking for a nice neutral palette, this one will serve you quite well. And then you still get a couple pops of color in there. Okay, very last thing, these under eye masks, they're called Dead Sea Origins Dead Sea Under Eye Treatment, infused with Dead Sea salts and minerals. Okay, so I got these at Winners, which is like TJ Maxx. I don't know where else you can get them. I'll try to find out. If I can find out, I'll put in the description bar. Here's why I love these. Number one, I love under eye masks because it's just not as messy as a full face mask. And a lot of the time when I'm tired and I just want to feel good, under my eyes is where I'm feeling the most tired. You know what I mean? So I love that this is very targeted, and these are amazing. For one thing, they're super cheap, okay? $7 for 5 pairs, but you can get 2 uses out of every single pair. There is so much liquid in the little individual sachet. So when you're done with it, you can just put the little 2 eye mask things back in the little foil packet, close it up, sit it there till the next day, take them back out. They're just as saturated with product as they were when you first took them out. It's really quite incredible. So you're actually getting 10 uses for the value of 5, which is amazing. But besides that, these ones actually feel different than most under eye masks I've tried. They actually feel, they're super cooling, but they actually feel tingly like the entire time you're wearing them. And not tingly in a bad way, not tingly at all in a burning way, just a very gentle tingliness, which combined with the cooling, it feels so good. So I have been loving these. If you can get your hands on these, totally do it. They are totally worth it. Okay, you guys, I feel like that was really long. Obviously I had a lot built up from not doing favorites last month. I have a feeling there's a possibility I might skip months here and there, just because when I test so much stuff, it's hard to like say for sure something is a favorite, and I don't ever want to feel forced into that, because I want to give you guys true favorites, not things that are just like, oh, I kind of like this month. No, these things are all like real favorites. So there you have it. And that's it for today. So thanks so much for spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.